Yeah. Woo!
We're back again for Breaking the Huddle. This is Matt and Scott back again talking about our picks for this week's college football and the NFL for week 1 of the NFL regular season. It's going to be a good episode. So I guess we can lead off with our college because of the pros. Actually, do you want to start with the NFL or college?
We go pros.
Okay, so we're going to jump right into the NFL. Week 1 starts tonight. We got Philadelphia and Dallas kicking it off. Dallas traveling to Philly to take on the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles. Philly, that game is tonight at 8:30 or 8:20 p.m. on NBC/Peacock. So, and Philly's 7.5-point favorites. Before we get into that, what's your feeling on this NFL season? What do you think is going to be the biggest story? What team do you think is going to be the biggest story?
I think if I have to say the biggest story is going to be Detroit's division. You're talking the Minnesota Vikings. You're talking the Green Bay Packers. You're talking the Detroit Lions. You're talking what a stacked division. That's probably going to be the hardest division, and I think whoever comes out of that division will be your Super Bowl champion. I'm intrigued by that. Yeah.
It's hard to disagree because I've said this for the last couple of years. I feel like the NFC North is the black and blue division. It is the toughest division to get through, and the only other division I can compare that to is the AFC West. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Kansas City fan. You look at the AFC West, it's got Kansas City. It's got a very good young Denver team. It's Vegas is no joke either, especially now that they have their running back Ashton Genty. They got Brock Bowers. They got Jacoby Myers. They got freaking Max Crosby out there. They got a lot of, and they got Geno Smith. Geno Smith's not a bad quarterback.
No, not at all.
And then you got the Chargers out there too. So you got 4 legit teams that if they could get their shit together, they could potentially that division, anyone could beat anybody.
Right, 100%.
100%. So
game 1 this week it's not, as a Lions fan, man, I can be honest, it's scary. That's going to be a freaking good game. I don't care who you are. That's going to be a game.
But tonight's game, you got Dallas traveling to Philly. Had Dallas not traded Micah Parsons a week ago, this would be different.
Yeah, it could be.
Had Dallas and Jerry Jones been,
Why do you do that? Why do you trade somebody of that caliber?
Because Micah didn't want to play there.
Okay.
I don't blame him.
No, I don't either, and therefore, that's my pick. I do not blame him for not being there. And sorry, Justin Bundy, never do I think, unless there's a game that I'm so confident the Dallas Cowboys will win, no. Eagles all the way. They're going to come out and kick some ass.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah.
And it kind of threw up a little bit in my mouth when I said that. I'm not a big Philly guy.
No.
But there's no shot that, and I would love, and Philly's favored by 7.5. I wonder how many times tonight that we're going to hear, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
From Dak.
Right. Yeah.
That, all right, here we go. Is the next Omaha.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah.
So that's tonight's game. So tomorrow night, on YouTube for the first time ever on YouTube. 8 p.m. Chiefs Chargers in Brazil. The Chiefs are favored by 3.5.
Yeah.
You know who I'm taking.
And because I'm that guy, and because I'm that brother, because I love Jim Harbaugh, right? And I think he can have this team ready. I would not be surprised if it's an upset. And I say an upset because the Chiefs should win this game. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes is probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And he's one of those guys, we talk about 15 seconds left in the game. If there's the ball in his hands and they're down by 3, you lost. That guy will get it done. But I'm going to go with the Chargers.
I mean, I'm taking the Chiefs, and I think it's going to be it's going to be a one-score game.
Yeah,
it's going to be a one-score game. Then early games on Sunday. We're gonna go in order of time, not by what I have listed. Early games, we got the Cardinals traveling to New Orleans to take on the Saints. That's the 1:00 start on CBS. Arizona 6.5-point favorites.
Are they in New Orleans? You said?
Yeah, they're in the dirty South. They're in the.
Jesus. How can you not? I mean, how can you not go for the Cardinals? I think that team's a fire team. I think they're explosive at times. Murray's healthy. If he's healthy and stays healthy, I think he got the Cardinals. So I'm going to take the Cardinals in week 1.
That's fair. I'm going to take the Cardinals as well. Because I really, truly think that this is going to be, and I hate using the word tank. I hate using the word tank for anything, but I think that the Saints are going to end up tanking this year. And because they want a number 1 spot, they want to bring Arch Manning in for whatever reason.
Based on what Arch did against Ohio State, I'm not sure if they want that.
No. On to the next game, 1:00. The Dolphins travel to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. The Colts are 1.5-point favorite. That's just that's too close to pick at that point.
Yeah. God, I mean that's almost like
that's a legit coin flip game.
And I like both teams, man. Of course, I'm from Florida, so obviously I like the Dolphins, but I've always been a diehard Indianapolis Colts fan. Damn, dude. I'm going to go with my home state. Go Dolphins.
Now, the key to this game will be Tua, and if he can stay upright. If the Colts have any pressure on Tua, this game's done before it even starts.
Yeah, he's shown. He's not good under pressure for sure.
So I'm going to go. Give me the Colts on that one. I think home field advantage is going to seal it for them. I think they're going to come down. And again, it might even be a field goal at the end.
The field house is going to be rocking in Indianapolis for sure. So.
Lucas Oil Stadium. Next up, we have a rivalry renewed game, so to speak. It's the Oakland Raiders, or I'm sorry, Sean, if you watch this. He's a big time Vegas Raider fan. Vegas Raiders travel to New England to take on the new look Patriots, the newly tooled Patriots. Patriots have a 2.5-point favorite in that game.
Now, reading about the Patriots, they got Drake May. Damn. That's another one. I mean, and I hate to pick these on the basis of I don't like the team. Well, because the Patriots they got some good stuff on the offseason. So They didn't look that bad in the preseason, but I'm not a Patriots fan. I want to see the Vegas Raiders do some damage this year. They're well overdue. I like the Raiders. I think it'd be good. So I'm going to pick Vegas Raiders.
It's one of those coin flips. Do I take the team that I think has improved more than any team in the NFL in this offseason? Or do I go with my homeboy Sean team, the Raiders? I really think that we're going to see someone have a breakout game. I think we're going to see someone put the league on notice this game. It's either going to be Drake May or the dude from Boise, Ashton Genty.
Yeah, Genty, yeah.
I think one of those two guys are just going to have an absolute breakout game. I like Mike Vrabel as a head coach more than anybody, and I don't like Pete Carroll. So I'm going to go Patriots.
Right.
Patriots play fuck you football, so to speak, and I like it.
All right, perfect.
Next up, we have the Steelers. The newly acquired Aaron Rodgers takes on his old team, the New York Jets, in East Rutherford. So you have Aaron playing his old team and Justin Fields playing his other old team. So Pittsburgh has a 2.5-point favorite to win that ball game.
I think, here's my opinion. I think Aaron Rodgers should have stayed retired or stayed done. I know Pittsburgh is your team, one of your teams. All right, used to be one of your teams. I do like, damn. No, there's no way. There's no way Pittsburgh can win. I'm going to go with the Jets.
This one I'll agree with you on. I think the Jets have more upside than the Steelers do. I do love their defense with TJ Watt, but I don't know as if the Steelers have it offensively to duel it out with the Jets. I think Jets with Justin Fields and all the weapons that not Bijan Robinson, but yeah, like Breece Hall and all those guys. I really think the Jets can win that ball game. Again, it's going to be a one possession ball game. It's not going to be a blowout. And a lot of these first week ones will be like that. They will be the one score games.
Yeah. And
go ahead.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, if we can't even look at preseason because first things, the preseason, you don't play your players. So one people can say Jets didn't have a great preseason. Well, neither did the Lions either. But I'm not going to go. I can't use preseason stats, so I'm still going to stick with the Jets.
Next up is probably going to be the only true absolute blowout of week one, because it has the New York Football Giants traveling to Landover, Maryland to take on the Washington Commanders. That Commanders team last year the team from last year was scary.
Yeah.
Washington has a 6.5-point favorite on that game.
I mean, we talk about it as Lions fans. We remember that team, right? Their quarterback, man, he's nasty.
Jaden Daniels is legit.
Nasty good. Yeah, Jaden Daniels is nasty good. I could not bet against the Commanders, so I'm going to pick the Commanders, man.
I mean, that's the no-brainer. That's a slam dunk. That's like saying AJ Lee's going to be on SmackDown tomorrow night.
Right. Yes.
You know.
Duh.
Duh. winning. Next up, we have the Battle of the Cats. We have Carolina Panthers taking on the Jags in Jacksonville. That's a 3.5 point favorite for Jacksonville.
You know what? As a Florida guy, I say this every year, and they embarrass me every year. Can we please have a season where the quarterback and the offense can score points and keep the other team out of the end zone? I want the Jags. I'm gonna pick the Jags. It's time.
If Trevor Lawrence can figure it out this year, which I hope he does, it'll be fun to watch. But it's a we'll see kind of moment. You know what I mean? Like, and all these games, by the way, are 1:00 on either Fox or CBS, whatever your local market is, on Sunday. I'm gonna go with Jags as well. I think the Jags win and I hope Jacksonville has a statement game here. Maybe they come out swinging and they score a ton of points. Next up, we have two more 1:00s, and then we'll get to the 4:00s. We have the Bengals at Browns. Cincinnati is favored by 5.5. The Browns. Oh my God, how broken down are they? Like that franchise is in shambles.
Yep. I hate to say it, but I agree with you. Now Bengals have Joe Burrow, correct?
Yes.
That guy's Joe. I mean, shit. He's legit, man. He is a good quarterback. And I think that's, again, you said it, the Browns are in shambles. I will say, I think you're going to see Joe Burrow's overcome, and he's going to put points on the board. I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Now, this will be one of those games that obviously I'm going to take the Bengals because it's Cincinnati. Cincinnati will definitely score more points than Cleveland. And I think Cleveland's defense just is a smidgen worse than Cincinnati. Cincinnati really doesn't have great defense. That's the reason why they didn't win their division last year and they didn't really make a playoff run. So I'm going to go Cincinnati wins based on their high-powered offense. So, yeah. Last 1:00 ball game is Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers, traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. And Tampa Bay is 1.5 point favorite for this game in the ATL.
The Bucs. I'm gonna take the Bucs because they should. They should. They're contenders. Why wouldn't? I mean, they got it. They got what they need to be a contender, and I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. I went with Tampa Bay all year last year. I'm gonna go with them again this year until they prove me wrong.
Now, the thing with Tampa, and I make fun of Baker Mayfield. He's one of those guys that I think has started to kind of grow on me. Just watching him like outside of the game of football, he's just a dude. You know, like I saw an interview with him and he was talking about if he wouldn't have been a professional football player, if he wasn't going to make it anywhere for football, he was going to be a professional video game player. Like, he's just a dude, you know, like, and I was all like, well, that's cool. So the more I just think about Baker Mayfield, the more I like him. He's got a lot of weapons in Tampa. Give me the Bucs in this one. I do like Atlanta. Atlanta's got a lot of really good talent, but I just think Tampa Bay's just a little bit better than they are. And like I said when we were picking who's going to win these divisions, Tampa's going to win the division because the division's trash.
I mean, Atlanta has Michael Penix Jr. as their quarterback, so I do like that, and he could be dangerous. I think Baker Mayfield has more experience, and I think they're going to win the division, but they're going to win this game too.
Next up, we have the 4 o'clock games. These are the 4:05 games. We have the San Francisco 49ers traveling north to take on the Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. San Francisco is 2.5-point favorites.
Sam Darnold, you said it. Seahawks. I think I'm going to pick the Seahawks to win this game.
I was going to say Seattle.
Yeah.
But I think with a healthy Christian McCaffrey, with a healthy George Kittle, with a healthy defense that they were missing last year, I just think that the 49ers, and it sucks because I'm not a huge Niner fan, but if they stay healthy, they're going to be very dangerous. That defense is really good. So I'm going to take San Francisco since it's the first week of the season. And this is a new era for and what really sucks is I have Jackson Smith and Njigba on my fantasy team, and he's a Seattle Seahawks, so I kind of want to see him just have a great game. But I'm gonna take San Francisco just because I just feel like they're more. Brock Purdy is ready to go. Brock Purdy, I think, is going to really show out this year. But yeah. And that game's on Fox, by the way. Two of these games are on Fox, and 2 are on CBS. The 4:05 game on Fox is the Titans traveling to Denver to take on Cam Ward, and the Titans travel to Denver to take on Bo Nix and the Broncos. Denver is 8.5-point favorites.
Denver all day. Pains me to say that because my boss is a Denver Bronco fan, but I have to go with Denver. Makes sense.
Yeah, Broncos country, let's ride. I hope Cam Ward really has a great game. I really do. I think Cam's a good. I really hope Cam was able to show out and prove all the naysayers wrong. The first of the 4:25 games. The Houston Texans traveling to Los Angeles to take on Matthew Stafford and the Rams. The Rams are 3.5-point favorites.
I'm going to say this: every game, every team they need a good quarterback, they need a tight end, and 2 running backs. And I think exactly that's what you got with the Rams. You have a good quarterback. That's where it starts. And I think Matt Stafford falls in that same line of if you have the ball at the end and you give him a minute, that's a minute too long. And I think it's going to be a close game, but I will say this, I'll take the Rams.
I want to go with the Rams too. I love that Texans team is really good.
It is.
That team is very good. They're very talented. But I'm going to take the 3. I don't think it's going to be I think it's going to be either a 3-point or a 7-point game. It's going to be in that category of whoever has the ball last has a legitimate shot at winning.
Yep.
Next on the board is the last 4:25 game. It is our Detroit Lions traveling to Green Bay, Wisconsin to take on Ken Anderson's Green Bay Packers.
Hey, Ken, I hope you're watching. You already know the picks.
Mr. Anderson.
Green
Bay's favored by 1.5. I mean,
All right.
I'm taking Detroit. So, I mean, I'll never pick against my boys.
All right. Let's be real about this. I would
It
not be
scares the
lying.
shit out of me. It scares the
I'd be-
shit out of me going in Lambeau. It does. But
yeah, you can't lie to yourself and say this game does not concern you. A, it's the first game. B, it's the first game that name dropping here.
Micah.
Micah, A, and it's our first game that we have our boy at the edge.
Aiden Hutchinson, yeah.
Hutch. We have Hutch back. We have the best offense. I mean, I don't see anybody touching that offense, right? I think if Aiden Hutchinson and the other edge guy that we picked up in the draft, I think we did, or in the portal or wherever we got him, I think you're going to have the Packers quarterbacks are going to have a problem. And I think that's where it's going to be. I think if our defense, I have no problem. We're going to pay. We could put up 36 to 40 some points. I am not a doubt in the world on that. We just have to keep that quarterback and that offense for Packers at bay. And both games last year. I mean, and let's not. Jordan Love's no joke. He's no joke. And this is a scary game for me. But like Matt said, I'll never pick against my boys. I got too much riding on this because if I lose, it's the first time Matt will hear about this. If I lose, I got to make a video, post it on my social medias that I am a Green Bay Packer fan and Detroit Lions suck. I do not want to have to do that. So go Lions. You better come through. I don't want to be an embarrassment. And oh, by the way, Sarah, you better be prepared to love on the Lions again like you did last year.
So, that being said, we both taking the Lions, and we're moving to the Sunday night game on NBC at 8:20. We have the Ravens traveling to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. We got Heel Kevin Army versus Cody Cornett.
You know, dude, that's a tough one.
We got bangers. We got bangers right out of the gate this year. And
they're both legit. They're both legit. The Bills haven't lost a regular season opener since 2023. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. What do you want? What more of a game do you want? I mean, I'm going Bills.
Oh.
I'm going to chuck my Steve Cornett.
Baltimore's favored by 1.5, right?
Yeah.
You know that I don't like Baltimore, right? You know that I don't like Mark Andrews. I don't like this iteration of Baltimore. I don't like Lamar Jackson. Derrick Henry is a sellout because he left Tennessee and he moved to Baltimore.
Yep.
Trey Flowers is tremendous. He's one of the only guys on that team I like. The Bills made a lot of moves in the offseason. They went and got Joey Bosa, which was a great pick for them. Bills Mafia. This might be the year that they get back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. No doubt.
Give me the Bills. I want them to win this ball game. It's not that I'm going to pick them, but I want them to win to set the tone for their – um, for their season.
Yep.
So, and the Monday night game, we have another tremendously talented two teams. We have Minnesota traveling to Chicago to play the Bears. The Vikings Bears is one of the longest standing rivalries in the NFL. Minnesota by 1.5 is the line now.
I'll say this. In college football, we've seen the debut of Arch Manning, the supposed superstar Arch. He fell flat. We're going to see J.J. McCarthy, who didn't fall flat at all for Michigan. I pains to say it, I love the Vikings. I never, but because of one guy, because of McCarthy being there. I want to see this kid do well. He did well at Michigan. I want to see him do well here. I hope he doesn't fall under that rookie jitters, rookie flop. I don't see how he can. He's surrounded by an awesome team. I'm going to take the Vikings.
I really, really like. Again, this is another coin flip game for me. I wish they could just tie at this point.
Yep.
You got Ben Johnson, his first game as a head coach in Chicago. Caleb Williams, well, we're still waiting to see if he's as good as advertised. J.J. McCarthy, like you said, he's waiting to try to show his worth. J.J. has more weapons offensively than Caleb Williams does.
Yeah.
I'm going to go the Vikes, too. I mean, in Chicago, though, it's going to be tough for him to at night, too. So, next up, we have NCAA football and our 10 games on that docket. The first one on the board is SMU traveling to Baylor. Baylor traveling to SMU. SMU's 2.5-point dogs on that, or 2.5-point favorites on that. They're ranked 17th in the nation. That game is at 1:00 on the CW.
After seeing highlights of Baylor's performance week 1, no chance in hell. I'm going to go SMU probably by a touchdown, 36-29.
Yeah, that's essentially what I was. And big news that before we get too far into it, Florida State beating Alabama last week and getting them with one win up into the 14th hole.
Yep.
How crazy is that?
It's ridiculous.
I'm going to go SMU as well. I think they're gonna. I don't think Baylor can. I think they're being a little generous with the 2.5-point spread on that.
Right.
I think SMU's gonna. I think they're gonna rail them. Next up, we have the American Conference. We have North Texas traveling to Kalamazoo, Michigan, to take on the Western Michigan Broncos. And North Texas, I believe this is the biggest point spread that I've had for this week. The Mean Green from North Texas are 9.5-point favorites.
But I mean, it's hard. I'll be honest, man. When I see games like this, I'll be honest. You pay attention to the top 25 games, et cetera, et cetera. But if I had to go by records, North Texas wins last week. Western doesn't. I'm gonna have to take Texas, North Texas.
I will never, and this has a lot to do with how I was raised as a fan, and as a Chippewa, I will always say fuck the Broncos.
Yep.
So yes, Western Michigan, give me the Mean Green. Mean Green will hang 40 on these guys.
Probably.
The next game on the board for week 2 is from the Big 12 Conference. It's the rivalry game. It is Iowa, the Hawkeyes. Coach Drinkle, shout out to him, CMU head football coach. His alma mater, he played wide receiver there when he was younger. And he's going to take on his alma mater, 1-0, traveling to Iowa State to take on Coach Croney. His running back coach was a running back for Iowa State when he played. So it's kind of a rivalry game in-house. That's a 12 o'clock p.m. start on Fox. Iowa State's 3.5-point favorites. And by the way, Iowa State climbed the rankings and is now 16th in the country.
If I remember from last year, I think Iowa had a good passing game. I think they're always fun to watch. I think this is what I'm talking about is on top of their stands is the hospital. Am I right?
Yeah, behind their.
Yeah, and to me that's just if we're going stadium wide, that's a sick stadium. You know, it's how.
But
cool
they're not at Iowa. They're in Iowa State.
I know. Okay, so that's okay, and that won't matter. We won't get the vibe of the children, But I do not think that because Iowa State's been pretty impressive the first 2 games, and to jump up to 16 2 weeks in the season, yeah, I'm going to go with Iowa State. I think it's going to be quite a bit of. That's going to be by 2 touchdowns.
I'm going to take Iowa State as well. I'm only taking Iowa State because I just think that they're a little bit more explosive on the outside. And their quarterback play is just a little bit better. And I think Iowa State, it's going to be between a field goal and a touchdown. It's not going to be a blowout. I think with the tough, gritty football that Iowa likes to play, I think Iowa State lets them hang around for a little bit longer, and then they put the pedal to the floor, and then they break away and they win the ball game. Next up, we got the Big Ten. That's the Big Ten game. That's not the Michigan game this week. I believe that one was Boston College travels to East Lansing to take on the Spartans after a very, very, very convincing win last week against. Oh wait, I skipped over the big. Oh no, I did Big 12.
You're in there. You're in right.
Michigan State 4.5-point favorites over Boston College at home.
Yeah, I was impressed as hell with Michigan State last week. And they're at home. Shout out to our boy, Tony Manrich. If you're out there watching this, if you watch it, I got to go with that MSU. And I hate that pains me because I normally don't root for that team, the little brother. But this time I'll root for little brother. So I believe they'll win by. It's not going to be it's going to be a close game. It's going to be I say last second field goal.
That game, by the way, is at 7:30 on NBC/Peacock. Now, shout out to 2 different people. One is a guy that I talk to daily. He is a former quarterback for the Michigan State Spartans. His name is John Leister. He's one of the coaches at CMU. He started for Michigan State in the late 70s, early 80s. He also played in the Major League Baseball with the Boston Red Sox. So shout out to him as they prepared to go to Pittsburgh tomorrow morning and play Pitt. And then the other one is shout out to Michigan State starting long snapper Jack Wills. He is our cousin. Jennifer's cousin's son was a preferred walk-on and made the team. And he's a scholarship player now at Michigan State. He is their starting long snapper. So shout out to him. And with that being said, it's hard not to root for Michigan State at this point. The only weekend you will not hear me say Sparty on is the weekend where Big Brother comes in there and kicks their teeth down their throat. So I'm going to say Michigan State blows out Boston College in very convincing fashion. Thank you, Matt the Duelist. Thanks for stopping by. Just popped in. Hope everyone is okay. And we are. We are very okay. Next on the docket is the Conference USA games. And that is Western Kentucky traveling to Toledo to take on the Toledo Rockets.
I'll be honest, don't know much about these teams. I know that Western Kentucky's 2-0, Toledo's 0-1. If stats are that, I'd say Western Kentucky.
Now, remember Toledo. Let me look at Toledo lost to Kentucky, UK, 24-16 on the road. It's an SEC school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Toledo's 7.5-point favorites in this one at home.
Really?
Yes. Game's at 7:00 on ESPN Plus on Saturday. Give me Toledo, and it sucks that I say that, but I gotta roll with my MAC school in this situation. I gotta go with the MAC school to win. Because I want them to have a bounce back here. The only MAC school I will not root for this week and will never root for is Western Michigan University. Okay. Next up, we got the MAC game of the week. And that one was picked. West Virginia travels to Ohio. That game is, let me bring it back up here. That game is 4:00 on ESPNU on Saturday. West Virginia, 3.5-point favorites on that one.
You got to go West Virginia. You got to go.
Mountaineers
you got to go with
Mountaineers or the Bobcats.
Mountaineers.
I'm going to go Mountaineers as well. As much as I really want to see another MAC school take out a Big 12 school, I think that would be really cool to see. But I think the little bit of a difference between like the hierarchy of each conference is going to show for sure. Next up, we have the Mountain West game of the week. We have Fresno State traveling to Oregon State. Oregon State 0-1 taking on the 1-1 Fresno State. Oregon State 2.5-point favorites.
I'm gonna have to go with Oregon. I'm gonna have to agree with that. Oregon State. Yeah, I say by a touchdown. I don't think it's gonna be that close. It'll be a touchdown.
Yeah, I really want to see Fresno win though. Like, I you know what? I'll be different. I'll go Fresno. I don't think we need to agree on everything. I'm gonna go Fresno. I think they pull off what would be called an upset. Yeah, give me the Bulldogs. Why not?
You do that.
Next up in the SEC, and this is one that I am actually kind of excited for. It's Arizona State 1-0 traveling to Mississippi State to take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. The Sun Devils. They're the 12th ranked team in the nation, coming off a Final Four appearance last year. Were they Final Four? Or were they?
No, didn't they just miss it?
Yeah, they were eight. They were in the Elite Eight.
Yes.
Because Texas beat them.
Yes. All right. Based on their last week's game, if they play like they did last week against a much less talented team, and all the penalties that I've seen on that game, in the recaps, there was penalties, there was miss opportunities. If they have that kind of game, they're going to be in trouble. I believe that Mississippi State's going to win this and knock these Arizona State guys out of the top 12. I'm going for Mississippi State because I think Mississippi State is going to put more pressure on them than last week's Northern Arizona opponent. And I think you're going to see Mississippi State walk away with a win.
Okay. So the next game up, we have. We're going to talk about the Michigan traveling to Norman, Oklahoma to take on the Oklahoma Sooners. We have the 15th ranked Michigan traveling to the 18th ranked Oklahoma Sooners. Michigan versus Oklahoma. And where is the...
To me, this game, man, it has a lot to do with bragging rights here.
Oklahoma's 5.5-point favorites.
It's bragging rights where I work, right? So my CEO, Kevin Maloney, is a Oklahoma Sooner graduate. I have a cousin, PJ Maybank, on the Boomer Sooner golf team. So there's a lot of bragging rights that are in this game, you know, and dude, if Michigan didn't prove anything last week, they surely proved that their offense is top tier, top 1-2 offense. They are legit. Those running backs they have, the tight end they have, the receivers they have, Bryce Underwood, what the hell? That kid was freaking off the charts. I am afraid for this game. I think if they can get through the first half, which I think is bullshit, they have to play the first half without their pass rusher. By the way, that was not a targeting call. That should have been overturned. I can't root against my boys. I think they're going to step it up. I think they're going to house. This is to me, outside of the Ohio State game, this is a statement game. They need to come in there. They need to kick some freaking ass. Put everybody on notice. I'm taking the boys in blue and gold. I'm going to go all day long Wolverines. It's going to be close. And this is where you're going to see how good or how not good Bryce Underwood is under pressure. I think in the end, he's going to prove his point.
I'm going to agree with you as far as it's a statement game. I think Justice Haynes needs to have another big game like he did last week.
Yep.
You hit the nail on the head with that kid should not be having to sit out the first half. That's stupid, but we got to deal with it. It's next man up. So yeah, I'm still gonna go. I'm still rolling with my maize and blue boys on this one. And yeah, I'm gonna go Michigan on this one.
Absolutely.
Last game of the week is our CMU Chippewas. After going out to San Jose and playing, and I quote, "fuck you football," an absolute just power run offense, good old fashioned hard hitting, fast, hard hitting, run between the tackles, and if you can't stop us, that's on you, football. A little flashback, a little tidbit. We had 200-yard rushers. We had Trey Cornish running for 99 yards, but we give him that extra yard because he was that damn good. He went for 100 yards. And Nare Biggins also had 100. He had 104 yards. So we'll just take one of Nare's and give it to Trey. It's a good day. But they play Pitt this week. So what do you got? And if you pick Pitt, it's whatever.
Well, I'll tell you. Let me tell you. Let me talk to you. Yeah. I learned something. Matt, for weeks, has said this CMU football team is something special. Matt, for weeks, has said something about the coaching being legit, being a family. It's a family. They're together. They're young, but they're together. I didn't go to bed till 1:30 in the morning last Friday night because I wanted to see what this team was all about. They're legit. They have a chance to win the MAC title. This is from week one. That quarterback, whatever his name, I don't know his name, freaking phenomenal. Fast. Elusive. Those running backs Matt talked about, holy hell. Quick as shit. Power. CMU all day.
I love it. I spoke with a few of the players over the last couple days. I asked a couple of them. Shout out to Mike Heldman. He's my boy. He's the defensive end. He's one of the 4 captains. I said, hey, man, you had a hell of a game on Friday. You got after it on defense. Loved it. And he said, well, Mr. Matt, I'm planning on having just as good of a game, if not a better game this week. Let's go get it. Despite being 21.5-point underdogs,
really,
we're going to play FU football.
Damn.
And we're going to beat Pittsburgh this week.
Really?
I mean, a lot of people, if people watch this back and before the game on Saturday, they're like, man, this guy's on drugs. Nah. I speak truths. This team is legit going somewhere. And if you don't believe me on that one, I don't know. Maybe you should just fire me, you fucking Mark.